Hi everyone, this is the Violet Flame Oracle. Thank you for coming back. We are going to wrap up the energy forecast for the Twin Flame Collective for the year 2019. This is going to be for months July through December. If you have not seen the first part, which is January through June, please do that because there is also a preface on there in terms of the intuitive energies that I picked up and the guidance, as well as bottom of the deck information, summary for the year 2019, as well as some information on terms of the numerology for the year and how that will affect the expansion, growth, and abundance in your connection. I will be posting later today on my blog and tweeting the link. I will also post a link in my Violet Flame Oracle Instagram stories on a very important message that I channeled regarding the year 2019 on the energies that we should expect and the outcome of those energies in regards to Christ consciousness. So regardless of whether you religiously see yourself as a Christian or not, this is about the consciousness of Christ and how having Christ consciousness and the energies of Christ consciousness in this year 2019 will affect your timeline and your year. So moving into the energies for the month of July 2019, the possible energies within your twin flame connection, we have the Five of Swords. Okay. And the Five of Swords, let me see if I can get in a little closer. There we go. So, yes, it's about conflict. It's also about withdrawal. It is about winning at all costs. As you can see, there's battered and bruised and wounded warriors in the background, and then this one warrior in the front is walking away with these three swords. Okay, so this Five of Swords energy within the month of July for the year 2019 in your twin flame connection could very well be about the energies of betrayal that are surfacing to be purged, and therefore that's why they'll be evident in the month of July. Okay. This is also about sudden changes with the 5 there. So sudden changes that could be bringing conflict into your connection. If you were able to already tune in and you saw the January through June, you know that in June and in the month before that, in May, there were some conflictive energies that stemming from a release of burdens for the month of April, for a need to release those burdens, and they could very well be tied into karmic patterns and specifically karmic relationships. So there could be a withdrawal from a karmic relationship. That could have been the decision made in the month of June with the Page of Swords that came up there. So having made that decision to withdraw from a previous connection with another to move towards into harmony in the physical with your twin flame, there is this energy of withdrawal. So this could be the beloved masculine withdrawing from an outside connection that was no longer servicing or honoring his highest good. This could also be because it's for the connection that decision is affecting this connection now. And I'm seeing that it's affecting this connection in the sense that there needs to be a withdrawal from these previous energies. So while this heaviness may be coming up to the surface, it is for purging. It is to work together within your connection, mutually coming in with clear headedness and clear communication to work together to get past this heaviness that may be arising in the month of July. The guidance here for the female beloved, female twin flame, is the Empress card. Okay, the Empress card is a number 3 card, just like 2019 in numerology is a number 3 year. So we have expansion, we have growth, we have abundance. Okay, and the energy of the Empress is that golden touch. So everything she touches, everything she's involved in becomes successful and abundant. Okay, this particular Empress is pregnant. Okay, she's not always pregnant on every deck. Most of the decks, yes, but not on every deck. So I like to use this deck for the beloved feminine because of the feminine energies. So I'm going to say that with all the sacral expansion and kundalini energy, fire energy that 2019 has begun with, I feel that with it being a year number 3, this year of expansion, it's a year of creation that is founded on this fire energy. And therefore, because there's this fire energy, there's this need to create and expand and grow that may have or may be causing some sort of conflict within your connection in the month of July. This could very well be because both twins are still not spiritually on the same level, and therefore they're each undergoing transformations. This could be that the Empress is the one who's feeling conflict in this connection, and not necessarily the beloved masculine. I apologize for the noise in the background. And what I'm also seeing is that for some of you, there is a pregnancy, okay, in the month of July. And I already saw this in the bottom of the deck for the feminine. So this could be when this pregnancy comes up. Let me see if I can pull the cards again. Okay, so we have the bottom of the deck was this Devil's energy with this Ace of Wands. And like I said, this to me is a lot of Kundalini energy, sexual energy, sacral expansion, creation, passion to create passion. Okay, so this could be very highly sexual energy within your connection. I already said I saw a birth here. A birth here. This creation being the expansion of a family and a home with within your connection. So here's the birth. Okay, and this birth, perhaps the news of this birth or news of this pregnancy was unforeseen, and now you're feeling, what do I do? What do we do? You know, perhaps you're not necessarily fully committed to one another in the physical, and therefore there has been an energy exchange, and now there's a pregnancy, and you're thinking, oh my God, what do we do? Well, as the advice for the feminine beloved here, the advice is to grasp this creation and this expansion. It was built on love. It was created with love. And therefore, you should harness it. And you should use this positive energy to overcome any conflict, confusion that there may be within this connection at this time in the month of July. So whatever earth-shattering news or information has reached you in the month of June, coming into the month of July, ground yourself, trust your intuition, know that everything that you co-create will be abundant and will help in your expansion and in your growth. And therefore transmuting this heaviness for your highest good, shifting your focus from heaviness to this lightness, this love that the Empress holds, right, will uplift yourself and your connection. Now, coming into the energies here for the month of July, we have this Five of Swords. And the advice here for the beloved masculine, we have the Tower. Okay? Now, the Tower also can be about Kundalini energy. So we have this explosion, okay? Take that as that resonates. An explosion of sacral energy and an explosion of this Kundalini rising and brimming. So there is definitely a coming to a head for this energy that has been brewing within this connection, within the beloved masculine. Okay, and it is going to be transformative for this connection. And I feel that that's why we also have this Five of Swords energy. So this heaviness is coming to a head for the beloved masculine. Okay, and therefore he is being advised to take this Tower moment, or this impending burst of energy, to take it with clarity and to learn the lessons from these sudden changes. Again, number 5, sudden changes in your connection. So perhaps this news of this impending pregnancy, okay, yes, it's causing some confusion and conflict in your connection, because it was, from what I'm seeing with this Tower here, you didn't see it coming. Okay, granted, we're all adults, and with energy exchanges, there is the possibility to create what you have created. So for those of you that this has to do with a child, a pregnancy, I am seeing that though this may be earth shaking for the beloved masculine, when it comes to the sudden change and, loss of clarity for a moment and decisions needing to be made, there has not been betrayal. You need to transmute these negative energies. You need to learn the lessons from this. And with the Tower, the next card in the tarot is the Star, which is, again, creation. So it's rebuilding from a Tower moment. It is the creation of a new foundation, the creation of a new home, of a new connection, which your beloved feminine here is on board. She's been given the guidance, or she could already be holding this energy, this Empress energy, because again, the Empress is also the 5D energy of the beloved feminine. So she could be in her grounded, I should say, in her power, facing this conflict and these sudden changes. Okay, so take a page out of her book, go to her for support. Okay, and come to terms that this opportunity, this earth-shattering, foundation-shaking energy in the month of July is all for the expansion and the growth and the abundance in your connection. This could also have to do with, and I hate to say this, but actual fighting. So miscommunication, wanting to withdraw and not commit to communicating your feelings. I'm seeing that they're bubbling up to the surface for the masculine. This is the divine coming in to shake things up, to make sure that there is a sturdy foundation here for this connection. So, beloved masculine, whatever has been going on in the month of June leading into the month of July now, this being month of July for 2019, that's causing conflict in your connection, this can go back to the releasing of this burden from the month of April, this karmic partnership or creative endeavor that's been stressing you out and affecting your connection, making that decision in the month of May. Okay, there was already conflict in this connection that has to do with the masculine needing to release this burden, okay, to release all that was holding him back. So this could very well be the ending, the breakup of that karmic connection, the impending breakup of that karmic connection. So to move forward positively, you need to transmute these energies, take the lessons, know that it was done for your highest good, Okay? The divine has come to shake this up for your highest good. And look, there's the feminine waiting on the steps. Let me see if I can. There you go. The feminine is waiting there on the steps of that tower. Okay, so even though everything might seem like it's all coming down on you, you still have your feminine there to support you energetically, physically, if you are in harmony in the physical. And she is your empress. So she is here to help support you, nurture you with this motherly energy, help guide you to stand when you need to take a break and sit. And there's also a healing energy here with this metamorphosis here with the butterflies. There's this transformation, this healing energy of transmuting all negative energies into harvest, into abundance, into a transformation. Okay, in the month of August, we're moving on to the 8th month. The possible energies here in your twin flame connection, we have the 8 of Swords. So we have feeling stuck. And in this card specifically, we have someone sick. If there's pregnancy in your connection or children in your connection, this may have to do with the month of August. Dealing with some health issues for children, or this could be morning sickness. I'm feeling it's morning sickness if your beloved feminine is pregnant. For those of you, and I have to say this, for those of you that are in other relationships outside of this connection that you want to build with your twin flame in the year 2019, I am seeing that not only does the ending to that karmic pattern, that karmic relationship, that karmic attachment end in the month of July, but in the month of August, you're feeling stuck. So the heaviness is still there. And this could be stuck in your ways. Maybe you were moving very mechanically in your karmic partnership or your karmic relationship. Things were automated, or they were so mechanical. So now you're kind of stuck in your ways, and you're finding a hard time on how to go out on your own again, to release yourself from the woes and the negative energies tied into your karmic patterns and karmic relationships. And with the 8 of Swords, it is about self-imprisonment. So maybe you're making yourself sick. You're making yourself sick. You're bringing in conflict into your connection. You are stuck in your head about things, and it's impacting your connection with your twin flame, and it's also impacting your health. So you could very well be causing yourself to be physically ill in the month of August because you are processing the ending that occurred in July that I feel you saw coming. This could also be that the pregnancy that's coming up that I'm seeing in the cards may have to do with your karmic partnership. Perhaps you were working on exiting that karmic partnership, karmic relationship, and just recently find out in the month of June or July that your karmic is pregnant, and now you're feeling stuck in the month of August. And that would make sense as to why in the month of July there was conflict with your beloved, because now you have to let her know that there's pregnancy involved, and that pregnancy could delay your connection in the physical. So that could also be another energy here with the 8 of Swords, feeling stuck like that. But again, it's mentally stuck. So this is not physically bound. So if that is the case, it's acknowledging that you and your ex or your soon-to-be ex are now pregnant, and that you are not stuck, that you can release yourself, that you could be a good parent and co-parent without needing to stay stuck. Now, the advice here for the month of August, which coincidentally is the 8th month, and we have the 8th card. The advice here for the beloved feminine, let's do the beloved feminine, is the 3 of Wands. Okay, what I'm seeing here is a return. There's a return of energy here that the beloved feminine is manifesting with that crystal ball, or that she sees coming. So she sees it on the horizon. She's aware of it, and she is waiting for it to come in. So there's news here, an offer that she is waiting to come in. Maybe that's why she is in this 8 of Swords energy, feeling stuck, not being able to move, feeling as if she's still waiting for something to come in. This could be waiting for an offer to connect in the physical with your beloved. For the female, the beloved feminine, this is her guidance. So where, beloved feminine, you may have been feeling stuck, like what's going to happen next. Maybe this is the stagnant energy in your connection. Maybe things have now come to a pause and they're not moving as quickly as you would like, or moving on to the next level as you would like. Then in the month of August, the guidance here is to put it out into the air, into the world, continue to do you, because it is coming. It is coming. With the 3 of Wands, the ships are coming in. It is coming in. There will be a return. And with the sun shining on it and this illumination, it will definitely be something for the highest good of all. And perhaps that's why you're feeling this stagnant energy, because in the background, the divine is working on getting things moving. And in doing so, God always does this for the highest good of all. So it's not just for what you want, and therefore you need to be patient. Okay? Find some patience in the month of August and transmute these negative energies and negative thoughts. Uplift your energy and allow things to be exactly as they are. Okay? Allow things to unfold naturally. Accept them for what they are, not what you want them to be. Okay? And continue on your path. Rest assured that your ships are coming in, that there will be a happy outcome on the horizon. The energy here, the guidance for the beloved masculine, is this Knight of Cups. So we have stagnant energy and we have movement forward into offering this cup. So what I'm seeing is that for those of you that this has to do with some stagnancy in your connection, there hasn't been any upgrades or movement forward or deepening of your connection, the guidance here for the beloved masculine is to communicate his feelings, to move towards his beloved and communicate that he wants to make this offer in the physical, that it is coming on the horizon. Confirm to her that it is coming, okay? That you are working on getting yourself unstuck on whatever karmic lesson, karmic cycle, karmic partnership, business opportunity, relocation, whatever it is that's been holding you back from moving forward in this connection, that is coming to an end, and that you're working very hard at wrapping up those details so that you can have harmony within your connection, and you can come forward and offer your cup, and you can come forward and communicate your feelings with her openly as this one person with nothing, bound to nothing. And that's what we have for the 8th month. In the 9th month, September, we have the Hanged Man. So with the Hanged Man, if you can see closer, let me see if I can bring it in a little closer in the light. Okay, so this Hanged Man has frozen over waiting. However, he is starting to thaw out because you have the sun coming in. Okay, you already have some green leaves. You have this beautiful flower on the ground. He's thawed out, so therefore he's reached enlightenment. He's not stuck anymore. And he could now release himself with his hands, even though his feet are tied. Okay, so with this Hanged Man energy in the month of September, the 9th month, I'm seeing that this has to do with going within, taking a pause to go within, and once again trust your inner guidance there's an enlightenment here. There's a ascension. This could be an ascension in your connection, or this could be an ascension individually. And therefore, there's an uplifting of the vibrations coming out of this hangman energy. So going within, or rather having gone within to find the answers, and now coming out of that, coming out of this hangman. And the advice here for the beloved feminine in the month of September is the moon. So we have introspection, trusting your guidance, your inner guidance. We have the moon, which is reception, being receptive to your inner guidance, to source. The moon is also a very receptive energy, so their psychic abilities are high. This could be the beloved feminine. The advice here is, again, trust your instincts. Trust that in this moment of darkness where things may seem as if they're hidden or they're not very clear yet because there's been some sort of pause in the connection, trust that what it has to do is with enlightenment. Go within, continue to do the work on yourself. Pay attention to the triggers that are coming up in the month of September. Pay attention to those triggers and learn from them. Heal where you still need to heal, is what I'm hearing. And trust in your abilities, in your intuition, because it is on point at this time, and all that needs to be illuminated will be illuminated very shortly, because we have this illumination already coming in. So the answers you seek about your connection are on the horizon. And when it comes to the beloved masculine and his advice here from source regarding this hangman energy, we have the King of Wands. So it is the month of September, which if your beloved is a fire sign, if your beloved masculine is a fire sign, this may be a special message for you. Otherwise, the King of Wands is very receptive. You see how this one in this deck, he is looking up to the moon, and that is a crescent moon. It's not a full moon, it's not a new moon, so it's a moon with actual for lack of a better term, manpower. So the full moon is about releasing, the new moon is about creating, and this crescent moon in between is about following through with action on what you have put out into the universe, on what you have decided to release, on what you have decided to create. So with this King of Wands energy, also, this is the 3D beloved masculine. We have a masculine here who has reached enlightenment in the month of September, having to do with your connection. So where there may have been stagnant energies in the month of August with the 8 of Swords, we're seeing that he is coming out of this introspection. He is coming out from having just allowed things to unfold and taking the leadership role in this connection to move things to the next level. Okay, so you have the moon here with this King of Wands, which again is we're talking about a beloved masculine who could very well be psychic, gifted with psychic abilities, or we all are able to do this. So that's given. Some of us just have more of a knack to it or invest more time in maturing those abilities, and therefore this is this King of Wands who's receiving this moon energy, and here is the moon, the feminine. So we have this beloved masculine that is receiving this energy from his beloved feminine, perhaps at the full moon or new moon. This is the month of September. Check out on a calendar when the full moon, new moon is in the month of September. Check out when the waxing moon is in the month of September. This could very well be a lot of the guidance could have to do with manifesting with the moon energy, okay? Because the feminine is this moon queen, and the masculine is receptive to these energies that she's putting out, and it's helping him to become unglued, to be illuminated, to melt this frost and get this energy in this connection moving. Now we're going to move on to the month of October. In the month of October, we have the Strength card. Excuse me. So as you can see, this masculine is taming this bull. So it's the strength, the spiritual strength over ego. He also has a lion medallion on his chest there, hanging from his neck. So this is fiery energy, which we already saw in the month before with this fire energy, fire sign of the King of Wands. So this is about the masculine taking the bull by the horns, getting over his stubbornness, taming his ego. With these flowers in the background, fruition, reaching that maturity, being prepared now to move forward, decisively so. So this is definitely about having the strength to endure anything that might come in your path within your connection, knowing that as a beloved masculine or beloved feminine, you hold the strength and the inner strength, the willpower and the spiritual strength to move this connection forward. In the month of October, this 10th month, with this Strength card, the guidance here for the beloved feminine is the Lovers. The Lovers is a divine union, a divine connection, a divine bond. As you see, they are tied to one another, but loosely tied. There's no knot there. And they're loosely being bonded together by these doves, which bring peace and harmony. And there's these roses that have grown and they are blossoming. So there's preparedness here. You also have the butterfly here. So you have this transformation of this beauty within this connection. I channeled a message for the Twin Flame Collective regarding butterflies in the past year, and it's on my Instagram page. So I'll put the link below so you can look that into. Talks about the Twin Flame Collective being in a cocoon and about to emerge as a butterfly. So we have that here in the Lovers card. And what I'm seeing is that the guidance here for the beloved feminine from Source when it comes to the month of October is to have strength to see things through within your connection, to make the decision with choices, make the choice, make the decision to have this inner strength, to build this divine connection, to hold this divine connection in its proper light, and to tame any ego issues that may come up that have to do with your connection. So don't give up. Have the strength to not give up. Have the willpower to see things through within your connection and to understand. And I'm seeing also, like, again, some receptive telepathy, both eyes closed. There's an energetic bond here. There's telepathy. There's communication. Let that give you strength also. While there might be some undergoing issues that come up in the month of October for your connection. For those of you that are dealing with a pregnancy with your beloved, here is that union, here's that connection. This could be a spiritual marriage that you've been wanting greatly with the Strength card, strongly wanting this divine union. It is coming in the month of October. This spiritual commitment, okay? If this has to do with your beloved and his karmic having a child together or having children together or being pregnant, then the advice here is to hold steady and to keep your eyes on the prize. Now it's your turn, beloved feminine, to keep your eyes on the prize and know that this connection is unlike any other, to remember that, to have the willpower to remember that, to let go of the ego, to let go of all the karmic energies that might be coming in to affect your connection at this time, and to have strength to grab the bull by the horns and to do right by your relationship, by your connection with your beloved. You may have to do some of the heavy lifting. I'm hearing heavy lifting. You might have to do some of the heavy lifting in the month of October for your connection, which you are willing and prepared and able to do. And that's what you need to remember. When the going gets tough and you're in the thick of it in the month of October, remember that you are prepared to do everything that has happened up until now has prepared you to have the inner strength to elevate and uplift your connection on your own while your beloved does his work, if and so that resonates with you. Now, in the month of October, the advice here for the beloved masculine is the Hanged Man, which we just got as the energy in the connection for the month before, month of September. So this was about enlightenment and coming out of this hanged man energy, of the stagnant energy, having made a decision. So when it comes to the month of September, the guidance here for the beloved masculine is that before you use brute force or you make strong decisions one way or another, make sure that your ego is tamed. How do you know that your ego is tamed and you're making these decisions for the higher good of your connection and not because of your ego? You are to go within, take a moment, take a breather, not take a break, but take a breather, step back, evaluate, gain perspective on what it is that you want in this connection. Okay? So that you can make the right choice, the right decision, with the Lover's card here again, in this connection with your beloved twin flame. It is also telling you here that you have the strength and the inner willpower to do this. You too, beloved masculine, are prepared. And you will have learned this because you will have come into your energy and your power as the King of Wands in the month before of September, because you have melted the ice away. You are coming out of this slumber. You are coming out of this disillusionment. You are coming out awakened and illuminated to what you need to do. So in the month of October, this reappearance of this Hanged Man is not to go into Hanged Man energy, but rather to gain perspective, to remember, acknowledge the perspective you gained in the time that you were in disharmony within this connection while you were physically apart, if that resonates, and use that energy and that knowledge to transmute the negative energies in your connection, to take the bull by the horns, to tame this ego, and to make a decision from an enlightened place, from a higher vibing place, okay? Surpassing the ego. And this could very well be, again, dealing with karmic patterns, karmic relationship that you just got out of or that ended in the month of July with the Tower there. And gaining perspective, doing what it takes to conjure that inner strength to make the right decision by your union in the month of October. Keep your eyes on the prize too, right? Harmony in your connection. In the month of November, the energies here, the possible energy within the twin flame connection, within this twin flame collective, we have the King of Wands. We had the King of Wands come up as the guidance from Spirit in the month of September for the beloved masculine. And now we have the beloved masculine standing in his ground. I know he's seated here, but he's got both feet firmly on the ground. There's people working in the background, so he's got leadership. He's got things working on in the background that the sun is shining on. So I feel that not only is this the beloved masculine coming into his own, as this is the material world energy for the beloved masculine, excuse me, but I also see this as some sense of loyalty here, having gained the maturity, because this is a mature individual, having gained the balance, grounding their energy, he is still holding the staff tightly. So there is still a lot of passion here, passion in this connection, sexual energy in this connection. There's still expansion, sacral expansion for that's urging creation in this connection, creating a creation. What is it? Is it a passion to create passion? That's what I keep hearing. So there is this energy here, and this energy here to have the passion to create with passion. And this is in the month of November. So in the month of November, we have this leadership, creation coming into play, standing in your ground, being balanced. So the Tower moment in July, the Saturn energy in August, the illumination that happens in September, and the strength necessary to see things through in October now has this connection standing firm in the ground in the month of November. There's leadership here, there's creative goals being reached, there's passion, there's awareness, there's enlightenment, again with the sun. The advice here for the feminine is the Eight of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here is that if the beloved feminine, for example, in the month before, there were choices that she needed to make regarding this connection, I'm seeing that she's being guided to invest and dedicate herself into creating within this connection. Okay, so I'm seeing that in the month of November, it quite well be that the beloved masculine is taking on his roles, this King of Wands energy in their connection, because of all the hard work that she has done. And this could be her uplifting energies, her being supportive to her masculine, her allowing things to unfold naturally with ease and grace, dedicating herself perhaps in the material world on what she's working on, or her twin flame mission, having that uplifted the masculine. So there's a lot of leadership. I'm feeling leadership that's coming from the beloved feminine in the month of October, coming to a culmination, that everything that she's worked for is coming into a culmination. If she's been working behind the scenes to uplift her own energy, uplift that of her connection, sending her love and energy and sending her kundalini energy to her beloved to get him unstuck, it has worked. There is fruition here. It has worked. There's these people working in the background, sun shining on it, happy ending, happy outcome. It has worked. And I feel that it has also helped him to let go of whatever was holding him back, to find loyalty in this connection. And I feel as if, though, in the month of October, the beloved masculine will be recognizing all the hard work that the beloved feminine has put into this connection. For the advice here in the month of in the month of November, for the beloved masculine is the Empress. Now, in the month of July, the Empress came out as the advice for the beloved feminine, and now it's here as the advice for the beloved masculine. Once again, we have this 3 card. We have expansion. 2019 is the number 3 year, so we're ending 2019. This is the month of November. There's abundance here. There's expansion. There's growth. Everything she touches becomes abundant. She's nurturing. She's this mother figure. You have this King of Wands and you have the Empress. So you have the physical world, beloved masculine, the 5D, beloved feminine. Again, I feel like she's surpassed. She's transformed and surpassed energetically anything that was holding her back, and she is now in this 5D higher vibing energy. And although the masculine may be in the physical world vibing energy, but he is standing on his own. He's not a knight, he's not a page, he's a king. He's come into his own, and I feel that he's also acknowledging that it's because of her work. So the Empress is coming up as his advice as to when taking this leadership role within your connection, when these opportunities come up to create, then perhaps look onto your feminine for support, or look at what she's done. Take a page out of her book. Okay? See that she's been working very hard to come into her own power. That she's been working very hard at sending you this energy, this Kundalini energy, so that you can create and you can remove the obstacles that are in your way, and you can remove the stagnant energy and transmute it for the highest good of all, and find the leadership in this connection. If we're going back to touch on the subject of if there's a pregnancy here that I've already seen a few times, so I need to go back to it. If there's a pregnancy here, or there's children here involved in your connection, whether they're between both twin flames or with a karmic, or you both have children with karmics, then what I'm seeing here is that with the King of Wands in the month of November, is that everything's going to work out. Okay? This is a king. There's leadership here. There's creation. There's enlightenment. He, again, both feet on the ground, loyalty. So this isn't, your in and out Knight of Wands energy. This is your stable energy, a stable passion, enduring passion in this connection. And though there might be this birth coming up on the side of the beloved masculine, be it either with his twin flame or with another, if that's what's happening in the month of October, the actual birth, then I'm seeing that this will be an opportunity for your own expansion and your own growth, to become this nurturing person, to have this leadership, to create the next step with passion for your connection. And I'm also feeling that you need to have regard for your beloved feminine when you make these moves. Okay, now rounding up the last month of December, the energies there are the King of Cups. So we have this evolving masculine who in the month of November was this King of Wands, ready to create, having this passion, trusting his intuition, okay? Coming into this cup energy, this balanced emotion, this loving energy, this playful energy. And if you see his face there, let me see if I can get it in. He is almost smirking, like he knows what he has. He's holding on to that chalice tightly. So this isn't about a philanderer or a cheater. He's holding on to that chalice that his beloved gave him. He's not letting it go. And if it's his chalice for his beloved, he's not sharing it. It's only hers. And again, 2 feet firmly on the ground. So this is a balanced, emotionally available masculine. And again, the King of Cups, just like the King of Wands, there's an energy of reception, like being in tune with your intuition, with your surroundings, being in tune with this connection. And there's this enduring love there too from this King of Cups exclusively for his Queen of Cups, So we see this energy of coming together. The month of January for 2019, we had the Queen of Cups. And in the month of December, finishing off 2019, we have the King of Cups. Beginning and ending. So where the beloved feminine was ready at the beginning of this connection, has seen it through, has come from a heart-centered place, has made decisions from a higher heart, has balanced her emotions, and has unconditional love for herself and her masculine. We see that has definitely come full circle with the masculine in December. He is now her King of Cups. Okay, and they are telepathically communicating. They are seeing it throughout the entire year. They are receiving each other's energies, and they are ready to share their cup with one another. So in the month of December, we see definite changes from the November King of Wands to the December King of Cups. We see this upgrade in a commitment, okay, an openness to move to the next level. and a willingness to do from an emotionally balanced place, a mature place, available, emotionally loving, unconditional love for self and others as well. So the advice here for the beloved feminine on how to handle these King of Cup energies to find harmony within the connection, we have the Tower. So this to me, okay, in the month of December, this to me is telling me that when this beloved masculine comes into his feelings and emotions and can communicate them and is open to receiving and giving freely in this connection, this is going to be like an earth-shattering moment in December for the female, for the beloved feminine. This is going to change all the perceptions that she's had about her masculine. This is going to change everything that she's ever expected to come of this connection. This in itself is an upgrade. You know, a king and a queen in a reading is an upgrade in your connection. And this upgrade is going to shake her grounds. Like everything she ever thought, gone. There's going to be a new foundation here. A new foundation built on with this King of Cups energy. I'm also saying that if there were still struggles with karmic patterns and karmic partnerships, that in the month of December for the beloved feminine, if she's the one, whether she's on the receiving or giving end, whether she's the one in the karmic partnership or her beloved is, that's coming to an end. Because the King of Cups, this foundation here for this connection, is here, and therefore the divine is coming to remove this last obstacle for her so that she can accept this cup from her beloved, as she was ready to do so since the beginning of year in January as the Queen of Cups, the match. Then, coincidentally, and I'm going to keep this card up, and the guidance here on how to handle this new foundation, this upgrade in your connection in the month of December for the beloved masculine is the Devil. Okay? So what I'm seeing here is a final purging, a final release within this connection of all that was not with integrity, all that was in the past, releasing these karmic lessons, releasing these karmic debts, releasing these karmic patterns and partnerships. Again, here's the breakup, okay? So that the King of Cups energy, this upgrade in your connection, divinely orchestrated, brought in possibly by the beloved masculine standing as the King of Cups, finding his match in December with his beloved, making the decisions to share that cup exclusively only with his Queen of Cups. Again, Queen of Cups, January, December. January, Queen of Cups, December, King of Cups. So we have in December, because there was a previous Tower moment, because this Devil energy is gone, we have this upgrade in a connection where there is mutual unconditional love. There's unconditional love for self. It is enduring. It is explicit. It is communicated reciprocally. It is mature, prepared, and available to take things to the next level. And this is how we round out 2019 in December. Okay? Going back one last time, and I just have to do it because that's a timeline that I picked up on. For those of you that are still in karmic partnerships or karmic relationships, or dealing with work, or dealing with something, another, outside source that you're feeling stuck to and bounded to, that has been affecting this connection in the month of December, I'm seeing that there's an end to that. Okay? Whether you're on the receiving or giving end, you are connected, and therefore you're both feeling the end of this karma of ego. Okay, so you're releasing the ego side of things that have been dwelling in this connection, and in doing so and taking this guidance to rebuild after this Tower and to let go of all that's been bonding you, okay, and move into a higher realm, a higher level within your connection, then you are ushering in this energy of an upgrade of love and commitment and emotion within your connection. So we end the year with this King of Cups, and the summary was the Seven of Cups for the year. So here we are, okay, being swept off our feet by this King of Cups, or this Queen of Cups, if that resonates for you. Being swept off in emotion and love. This could be in December, because in the past you heeded this guidance to let go of all that was holding you back from making this connection true. This King of Cups could be a proposal. This could be an offer to move in together. This could be a marriage, an actual ceremony taking place, because we do have January starting the year, the Queen, and we're ending with the King. So there's a match here. So this is definitely the year of the King and the Queen of Cups. 2019, expansion and growth of unconditional love within your connection. So that's what we have here for this forecast, July through December. Please check out the other video to get the January through June. As always, no matter what reading you're viewing, just know that you should only take what resonates and leave the rest. If you would like to book your own personal reading with me, you can do so on my Etsy shop, and all the links are in the link tree in my bio. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, as well as Facebook, for impromptu as well as live readings. And I want to wish you all many blessings in this new year. And I hope you'll check out the article, the blog post that I'm writing on the expansion and Christ consciousness for the meaning of 2019 and how that'll affect your connection. So many blessings. Thank you for trusting me on your journey, and I will see you soon.